ومكتب مكافحة التعدي على حقوق الملكية الفكرية للأصناف النباتية AIB من أهم الكيانات العالمية في حماية الأصناف النباتية، وهي جمعية دولية غير ربحية بتهدف لحماية حقوق مربي النباتات ومنع القرصنة في قطاع بذور الخضروات. والنهارده مشاركين كراعي رسمي في المؤتمر الثالث للجمعية المصرية لصناعة التقاوي قابلنا مستر إجناسيو المدير الإداري للمكتب، وضح لنا دورهم في حماية الأصناف النباتية ودعم حقوق المربي، وإزاي شايف مصر كمركز لصناعة التقاوي في إفريقيا.
We want to talk about, tell us about your participation today in this conference about seed industry in Egypt.
Yeah. So, because we met last year, I said, yeah. So basically this year we decided to become the main sponsor of the event and organize this amazing conference jointly with ESIA, the Egyptian Seed Industry Association, because we felt it was important to strengthen our footprint in the Egyptian sector.
Mr. Ignacio, what about the importance of the cooperation between private and public sector to protect and develop seeds?
I think it's a key issue. We hear talk all the time about public and private cooperation, but we don't always take the time to explain how essential it is. And that is particularly true to the vegetable seed sector, because in our industry, most of the infringements take place in private premises, and there is no way to gain access to, for example, growing areas or greenhouses unless you have support from an authority.
Yes.
So for us, it's a essential thing to do to reach out to authorities and work out ways to work together.
As AIB, how you help the companies and the farmers and protect seeds in the world?
Okay, it's a good question. I should start by clarifying that the AIB is essentially the vegetable seed sector's collective enforcement platform. And within the AIB, the main members are vegetable seed companies, not necessarily, not the farmers, not the growers, not the nurseries. So our main objective is to protect innovation. And by innovation, I mean the various innovative varieties that our members introduce to the market constantly. So our focus is not necessarily on growers, right?
Yes.
But then, of course, growers need the varieties developed by our member companies. So our job is essentially to make sure that growers get the seed and plant material that they pay for, that there is no fraud in the value chain, and that we can increase traceability so that growers and consumers as well, they can be sure when they grow a seed or when they buy a fresh product that they're actually getting what they're paying for.
Yes. And how you see Egypt as a hub and center for Africa and Middle East in seeds industry?
I think Egypt has a unique opportunity from now to the next 20 years to make some changes so that it can create a safer environment for not just for vegetable seed companies, but for the whole value chain.
Yes.
How I see Egypt is positioning itself not just as a seed hub, but also as a seed trade hub. And that means not necessarily focusing on producing more seed in Egypt, but in having a system where growers can have access to the best genetics possible so that eventually they can export high-value fresh vegetables. And in doing so, I think there is very high probability that Egypt will manage to contain its historic trade deficit.
هذا البرنامج برعاية